Hello everyone, and welcome to my new series on programming with Pygame. Now, a friend of mine wanted some help with Pygame, so then I decided that the easiest way would be just to make videos on them, because I'm not gonna go all the way to his house and try to teach him there, and I'm definitely not gonna write or type up some tutorials, especially to make videos. And then I thought it would be just good to make them public because other people might find them useful. And this video is not going to be actually really a tutorial, it's just an introduction to Pygame. So Pygame is a Python game library. Now when we say library, that means it contains many functions and pre-programmed things that you can use. Things. Basically, when you make a game, you don't necessarily want to have to write functions to make. You don't want to have to write a function to actually draw the screen. You don't want to have to write the function that takes a picture and blits it on. That's pasting it on. You just want to be able to type you just want to be able to type a function you just want to be able to execute the function and cause the picture to be pasted on. And actually, I'm not sure if this is the correct word. I think it is. I'm not sure, but don't take my word for it. I haven't done Pygame in a long time. I used to be very, 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 very good, but I haven't done it in a long time now. But I'm just relearning real quick, and it's pretty simple for me. So Pygame contains all of these various functions and variables that you can use, and it helps you a lot so that you don't have to do them yourself. We'll be using Python, and for this series I'm going to assume you have sufficient knowledge in Python for this. If you do not know Python or feel that you're lacking, I highly recommend that you go watch some Python tutorials. I do not have any Python tutorials yet. If there is a high demand for them, I may choose to make them, but I am not sure about that yet. I do not have infinite time, and I am not a regular tutorial maker, so that'll explain a lot. So first, make sure you need to have Python downloaded. We'll down the Python website. Let's see. Let's go to python.org, right? And then you download Python here. You just go to download, and I will be using Python 2.7. Hang on. Is that 2. Oh, great. It's just 2. I don't even know what it is. Hang on. Let's check. Python 2. I'm using 2.7.2. I haven't updated in a long time. At the time of making this tutorial, it's 2.7.5. But the point is, I'm using Python 2.7, not 3.3. 3.3 is just the more upper level of Python. Not more advanced, but I don't know. It's just a little different. There's mostly the same, but there's a few differences I can show you right now. In Python 2.7, you could just do print hello world. But in Python 3, you have to use print as a function and do hello world like this. Otherwise, it won't work. I'm not going to say it don't work at all. I've been programming in Java and C++ for a while, and in both of those IDEs I use, if you do a parenthesis, it'll automatically put the other parentheses, and then if you hit the other parenthesis, then it'll move out of there, but I don't know. Alright, so, yeah, that's that. So I'm using 2.7.2, 2.7.5 should be relatively the same thing. Now, Pygame. This is the website. You want to go to pygame.org. Okay, it'll automatically direct you to news.html. We'll go to downloads, which is over here, and 1.9.1. I think I'm still using 1.9.1 as well, because if you look, it's August 6, 2009. They haven't updated this for a long time. But if you actually go back to news, you'll notice that they've been updating the website at least June 8, 2013. Today is June 28th. So this is about 3 weeks ago, and they actually do update the website, but projects, there's a list of projects here if you want some ideas. I actually have some projects done. I never put any on here though. I don't feel like you need to put it on there. I mean, I might, but we'll see. Basically, here now, excuse me, Pygame. Now, Pygame is open source, I believe, and that basically means the source code is available for all. I'm not going to go over licensing and stuff. That's complicated. We could go over it in the last tutorial if we must. If you want to find the source code, and remember, Pygame is a Python library, which means Pygame consists of functions already programmed for you in Python. So to download the source, just gives you the code for all the functions. Now, you want to download Pygame. There's various versions. There's Windows, Unix, Macintosh, which is Mac, Nokia, not sure what that is, BOS, Android, and other stuff. And there's a bunch of previous releases. Most recent release is 1.9.1. Now over here, I have Windows. I already installed it, so I'm not going to install it again, but I'm just going to go through how. So let's see. Depending on which version of Python you're using, I'm using 2.7. So if you look here, Pygame 1.9.1 Win32 is for a 32-bit Windows machine, but look, Windows 64-bit users note. Use the 32-bit Python with this 32-bit Pygame. So it'll work if you have a 64-bit computer. You just need to have a 32-bit Python so that it's compatible with the 32-bit Pygame. So Py 2.7, not MSI. MSI is just an installer. Notice you have 2.7. So if you're using 2.7, then you want to use this. If you have 2.6, you want to choose this one. 2.5, choose this one. These are EXEs, they're released, like, do other stuff. Just, yeah. So depending on which version of Pygame you have, actually, okay, Pygame is compatible with Python 3, I know it. It's just, there's a few things that won't be compatible. There's a few, I'm not sure, but, yeah. If you have Python 3, then you want to, like, oh, actually no, never mind. Yeah, Py 3.1, 3.2, so if you're using version 3, you want to download these. But there's something that's not compatible, I don't remember. But most of it should be the same, so you don't have to worry too much. So if I were to do this, I just click on this, and it'll prompt me to save this Windows installer package, and typically I will just save it in downloads folder. Stupid me. Okay, Windows installer package, I would save it, I would open it, it will open the installer, but I'm not going to because I already have it installed. Now, to check that you've installed this correctly, you want to open up Python. I typically use idle, and you want to type first any program to import Pygame, okay, and then you want to do pygame.ver, text to version, and what? Okay, so I actually have the 1.9.2 pre-release. Really? Okay, I'm not sure about that. Okay, that's one way to check it, and it should be installed. Other way is go to your Python directory, and go to lib, stands for library. Okay, remember, Pygame is a library. Go to site packages, these are the libraries you download. Pygame, okay. And basically, if Pygame's there, then it works. All this stuff. And that's basically how you install Pygame, and you need to make sure it's installed. I highly recommend that you actually follow along, not just watch these tutorials, but also like type out the code and change some things, mess things around. The goal of this series is not to make you memorize a bunch of Pygame functions, but to understand the concept of how Pygame runs, the process in which the game window runs. Next time we'll get started with the actual programming part, but for now, hopefully you download it, and we'll continue next time. See you then.